Most automation tools assume you already know how everything fits together. Like there is this expectation that you understand what is an API, webhook, error handling, and if you don't, you are stuck reading documentations for hours before you can do anything useful. Turbotic Automation AI works differently. Turbotic does not expect you to understand how automation works. It works with you. Let me show you what I mean. So here's my situation. Whenever a new lead is added in my CRM, I want to automatically send them a follow-up email after 24 hours. Pretty standard stuff, right? But in most tools, I need to understand what triggers to call, how to connect everything, what format should my data be in. But with Turbotic AI, I just have to describe what I want in normal English and it will build the entire automation for me. Let me show you. So let's type in our use case when a new lead is added to my CRM. In this example, I'm using HubSpot, but feel free to use any CRM of your choice. Then wait for 24 hours and send them a welcome email with personalizing by first name, last name, their company name using AI. Now watch what happens. Instead of just building something and hoping it's right, it is asking clarifying questions and explaining what's missing in our automation or API credential in plain language and tells you to what to do next step by step, like the step planning and API keys needed to build out this entire automation. That's how Turbotic Automation AI guides you to build your automation, and when I said it works with you, this is what I meant. So if we read the step planning, yes, it should fetch new leads from our CRM, in this example HubSpot, wait for 24 hours and send a welcome message using their personalization. Therefore, the next step is to add our HubSpot API key. So let's head over to our HubSpot. Now let's say you're confused where to go to find your HubSpot API key. What you can do is you can even take a screenshot, or you can just simply tell to Turbotic Automation AI, give me the specific URL where I can find my API keys. So let's take a screenshot and feed that to AI and ask that question to our agent builder. Where can I find my API key? So it will search the web for you on where to find HubSpot private token API key and give you step-by-step guidance on how you can navigate through HubSpot dashboard. So we need to log into our HubSpot account that we just did. We click on setting and we need to go to integration and private apps. So here we have integration and private apps. Then we need to create an app, and under the auth tab, we will find our token. So we'll copy and use it as our API key. So we just created an app, and under auth section, we are able to see our API key. So we'll copy that and paste it inside environment variables to store all of our API keys and credentials. So HubSpot private app token, and I have pasted our value. Then for sender email, I want to send from my Microsoft or Outlook account. And for OpenAI API key, if you are confused where to find it, again ask our agent builder and it will guide you everything step by step. So we need to go to this platform or this URL. So here is our OpenAI API dashboard. We will click on create a new secret. Let's name this as Turbotic Automation AI and click on create a secret key. Copy that, go back to our Turbotic and paste it here. Again, don't get any funny idea, use your own API key. After adding necessary API keys, Turbotic has built out our entire automation logic for us. So it will fetch new leads from HubSpot. That's exactly what we wanted. That's why we have added our HubSpot API key. Then mark all the lead as eligible for welcome email and send personalized welcome email using OpenAI API key. So let's test this automation by creating new lead inside our CRM HubSpot. So let's click on create a contact. And I have created these 3 contacts for our example. And click on run automation to see this in action. So right now it is fetching new leads from HubSpot, marking them as eligible or not for welcome email and crafting personalized email address using OpenAI. So if we check our inbox, we still don't have anything. Why? Because we have mentioned that whenever a new lead is added, wait for 24 hours and then send a welcome email. And now let's say you change your mind and you want to send those follow-up emails immediately. Yes, you can always refine your automation even after they have built it entirely with Turbotic. You don't have to get it right in the first time. You can always improve as you go. Don't think like you are editing a workflow. You are just describing what you want to change in your existing workflow inside the agent builder. Therefore, instead of waiting for 24 hours, I have changed my mind to send those follow-up emails immediately. So it will auto-update the code or automation and even test the automation since we have the autopilot mode on. So if we click on logs, logs basically mean the output of your automation. And all of these 3 leads are now eligible for our welcome email. So if we check our Outlook, Yes, it did has sent us those emails on behalf of us to welcome our user. Then it has also personalized these emails with their first name, and all of these emails are unique. It is not generic templates, these are personalized emails for each of our users. So this is how you can build workflows just by describing in plain English, where Turbotic Automation AI guides you through each single steps. Again, I'm repeating, you can always refine the automation just by describing in plain English to Agent Builder. For instance, you want to change the timing of your scheduling, or you want to add a follow-up sequence, or remove a notification. You want to adjust the email copy, therefore just tell it to Turbotic and it will make those changes for you. So let me show you all of these three examples. Let's start with changing the timing to run this automation every single day at 9 a.m. Awesome, as you can see, our automation is scheduled to run at 9 a.m. every single day. Now we want to add a follow-up email after our welcome message. Add a follow-up email after our welcome message, and the email topic will be reach out to this number and we are always happy to help. So this is just a demo example, but feel free to refine your automation however you like. Awesome, our current automation consists of 3 steps, but our new automation will also include another follow-up email after 7 days. As you can see, it is so easy to edit your workflows. With Turbotic, you can always update, refine however you like. And the last example is adjusting our email content. So for the follow-up email, I think the copy is too long. So let's shorten it for our first follow-up email under 150 words. Therefore, just describe what you want to happen or change, like explaining to a friend or colleague, and it does all the overlifting for you. Since we have the autopilot mode on, it will automatically run and test the workflow for us. Awesome, as you can see, our email is now much more straightforward and under 100 words. To summarize this tutorial, you don't have to fear about anything inside Turbotic. Turbotic Automation AI does not expect you to know how automation works. It works with you. It acts as a guide to break down complex stuff into normal English, show you step-by-step sequence for everything, and you can always modify, refine, or reiterate upon your automations.